that t-shirt. Paula Thompson, the local youngster, hands it off to Jenny May Coffin, and we are ready to go. So Coffin goes straight back to Henry, and quick movement already to George and Latu. A little mishandle, but a fast start from the Mystics. There is Latu cutting that baseline well.
Her movement has been superb. When she throws that dodge in, it's pretty unstoppable. This is an important game because both teams will see this as an opportunity to gain some points in this double round for the New Zealand teams. And Althea Byfield coming up with some great balls. She gets a round of applause from her teammate Jolene Henry.
An early tip from Byfield, who's been quiet the past couple of weeks after starting the competition strongly. She's gone a little bit quiet, but the Mystics very quickly down court. And a settler from Tutaia early on, a nice little lead.
Here she comes with her off arm. Any up-and-coming defenders, that's how you keep the umpires out of the game.
Which we all like to hear. Yes, these teams have had a number of close matches over the course of this competition so far, each one 2. So the Tactix certainly have a good record against them. But they've not started so well just yet. Henry called out of play, and Pittman with the quick feed into the youngster Halpenny. And she starts nicely after a tough week last week.
Yes, May perhaps overawed by being up against Casey Williams, the Silver Ferns captain. She wasn't having a happy day under the post, so she'll be looking forward to rectifying that today.
George rolls it into Tutaia under the arms of her partner. And a second shot from Maria Tutaia, who needs a big game this afternoon.
Fantastic take there from Chelsea Pittman onto the circle edge. Pinpoint accurate pass from Anna Thompson.
You expect to see a lot of work outside the circle from Thompson, which is perhaps why her shooting percentages haven't quite been as high so far this season, and she misses with an early one. Oh, Henry just off balance. And
that's one of those calls that as a player you hate to hear. She tried really, really hard to not touch the post, and to be told that you're using the post isn't great. She worked so hard for that rebound.
She bangs the floor in anger. Jolene Henry, who was very strong defensively last week against the Vixens.
Yes, thank you.
And it's now back with Thompson.
Vantage contact and offside.
She lands her first shot of the match.
Vantage contact.
Oh, quick hands from George, and great balance from Latu again. Oh, but Tutaia can't finish off. There's Latu.
Yes, and Catherine Latu is leading the stats in terms of offensive rebounds, so she adds another one to her name.
Already we're seeing that quicker flow of ball through the midcourt from the Mystics that we perhaps haven't seen from them, that combination of Coffin and George.
Yes, and perhaps this forced change through injury is going to be fortuitous to them. Timapara George much more available off the line, as we saw in that last play.
So Henry will have the restart.
The Mystics showing some patience. Last week when they lost the ball, it was because they were impatient and forced the lob, and Maria Tutaia with those lovely long shots that she just loves to put in.
They always look so good when they do go in. Hopefully more of it. Oh, as Wilcox clatters into Pittman, and she's clutching her knee.
It looks like this could be a serious injury here.
Well, the youngster Chelsea Pittman, it looks to be in a lot of pain. She clutched that knee, and she's in absolute agony, the youngster who's got the start today. Australian under-21 player. This could be a huge blow.
No, this doesn't look good for the Tactix. Here we see the replay, or it could be an ACL perhaps, with Larissa Wilcox coming in from behind.
Yeah, she immediately clutched that left knee, didn't she, Pittman? And I think it's plain to see the pain that she's in. It could be a long stoppage here.
The Tactix have, of course, got Hayley Crofts on the sideline, and it was a combination that they had in play last week. Here we go again. Yes, all of Larissa Wilcox's weight coming down on top of Chelsea Pittman.
That's the drop to the 45. Tell Hayley about that.
Hayley Crofts preparing. We hear Helen Mann-Stroud.
Fine, and then just get one break. So we're doing it nice and easy. Good positioning, pass it around.
And here we hear Marie Bowden talking up her team. It's early days, and she's encouraging them to get another break, and they're back in the game.
Yeah, nice calming words from Bowden, who I think has led this team strongly, Kerry, so far. A player who has maybe at times struggled to step up at international level, but she's really leading this team well.
Yes, keeping them calm. This kind of injury of this severity can sometimes rock a team, especially a team with limited experience like the Tactix. They'll be feeling for their teammate.
We see Chelsea Pittman carried off court by a couple of senior teammates, Anna Galvin and Megan Hutton, and a nice round of applause from the Trust Stadium crowd. A devastating blow for Pittman. Just wipe up the court, and we see the change of Philippa Finch has gone into wing attack.
And Hayley Crofts has come into wing defence. So leaving Marie Bowden in at centre.
So we're back underway with the Mystics leading 6-3 after a long injury break. The Tactix will do well to put that behind them and get themselves back into this match early.
And they've started well, coming back with this first goal.
Nice settler from Halpenny. Oh, George was put under pressure by Tutaia, and Kite just couldn't quite haul it in. Quick hands from Coffin.
Catherine Latu it makes it look like there's a lot of space in that goal circle. She has been, as we've said, playing extremely well. Charlotte Kite's got her work cut out for her. Oh, good tip there from Maria Tutaia, just to pick up the ball for the Mystics.
Contact, wing defence, penalty pass, Mystics. Barnage moving up. Barnage contact with the ball.
Latu making herself available again for Tutaia. She's certainly giving Smith and Kite plenty to think about down there. Coffin to Wilcox.
Nice, patient, basic netball is what gets them the goal, the Mystics.
So already the Tactix with a 5-goal deficit to make up. They've fallen behind early, they've suffered an injury early. The Mystics have started well. Here is Halpenny.
The Mystics would have been doing their homework on Ellen Halpenny last week and what was making her miss those shots, and it seemed to be more the jump of the shot, which Jolene Henry set up just then to put her off.
Oh, the Mystics have raced through court to get it back up their shooting end. The availability of their feeders already seems to be a big difference. And Latu and Tutaia, as you said, have got plenty of room to move as the Tactix try and keep pace with them.
So we would expect to see some changes in tactics of the Tactix defenders, as we see both Victoria Smith and Kite go back on Catherine Latu, and they come up with the ball.